everyone. Welcome back to this session of English. In this session, we are going to continue with our topic connectors. Now, this is part 14. Well, we have been discussing result denoting connectors in our earlier session. In this session, again, we are going to discuss some more result denoting connectors, and these are, first of all, we have hence, then we have as a result, and then we have consequently. Now we can have some more result denoting connectors like eventually. We can also use this word. Basically, this eventually, consequently, these are adverbs. As I told you earlier as well, that connectors can be prepositions, adverbs, or conjunctions. So in this session, we are going to discuss these three. So let's begin the session. First of all, we'll discuss the connector hence. Meaning of hence? Now, hence, you must have heard this word many times in mathematics. For example, we say hence proved. So, hence is used to show the result or to show the outcome of the particular event or situation that has happened. So, here this word hence is a result denoting connector. Hence is a result denoting conjunction used to indicate a logical consequence. Consequence means result or conclusion derived from the previous statement or set of statements. It means whatever has been said, whatever has been stated over there. Suppose when you do proof questions, the statement which you are proving or the equation that you are proving or that sum that you are proving, what do? You write step by step, and after that when RHS matches with LHS, you write hence proved. It means it is now proved. Whatever is written above or whatever is written earlier or previous statements, they have been proved now. There you write hence proved. It means that proved word shows the result or the outcome of that particular situation or the event. So hence is basically used to introduce that particular clause that includes the result of the previous statements. When hence is used in a sentence, it connects the reasoning or cause with its subsequent effect or conclusion. So here, whatever the statements are given to you, and after that, there is an effect, there is the result which you get, there is some conclusion that you get, you write that particular part. And here we have a word hence. So after hence, we write the effect or the result or the conclusion of something. It implies a direct relation between what has been stated and what follows. So whatever has been stated and what follows is generally introduced by the word hence or connected by the word hence, because these two statements are always connected with the connector, which is hence. Now, use of hence. First of all, it can be used to show cause and effect, indicating a cause and effect relationship between two clauses. So there are two clauses. One is the cause and another is the effect of that particular cause. So here we are just connecting the cause and its effect with the word hence. Now the rain is heavy, hence we need umbrellas. So why do we need umbrellas? Just because the rain is heavy. Now I can also write this word using the word because, but the structure of the sentence will be changed. For example, if I use because over here, I can write we need umbrellas because the rain is heavy. Now what happens? The cause clause that will come after the word because, and the effect clause will be the first part of the sentence, or will be the earlier part, or will come prior to the word because. So here the structure of the sentence will change in case of result denoting connectors. Now let us move further. We have inference or conclusion. So this is the most important thing. With the word hence, we introduce that particular clause that includes inference or the conclusion derived from the statements given previously, drawing an inference or conclusion based on preceding information. Now whatever you write in case of proving questions, like you are given an equation and you have to match LHS and RHS. So you must be given some previous statements and you must be solving those step by step. You are matching LHS with RHS, and after that you are writing hence proved. It means the proved part indicates that you have already proved them step by step earlier. So this is how we use hence. And the statements and the conclusion, they are connected with the word hence. Poor stock market performance. Now this is the statement. Hence, caution among investors. So this is actually the follow part or the information, or you can say conclusion. This is the conclusion, whereas this is the statement. So this is not like a sentence. It is just like you have been given some information, and uh, with the help of that information, you are deriving some consequence or deriving some result. You are inferring the result. So this caution among investors. So this can be shown with the word hence. Time sequence, showing that something will happen or should happen in the future as a result of a prior information. Of prior information. Project nearing completion. So this is information. Now I'm writing hence. Then after that, final report due next week. So this is actually the conclusion, and this is the information which is given to us previously. Now this is not in a sentence structure. It is just you will be given information, and after hence you are writing the conclusion. That's it. It does not make any sense. It does not make a complete sentence. That will not be a sentence. Now logical deduction. Making a logical deduction or drawing a logical conclusion. Phone left at home. Hence, unable to answer your call. So this is just actually the fact based. You are just stating the facts. You are not making the entire sentence with the help of the given information. It is just like reports. Mathematical and scientific usage. Now this is very much used in case of mathematical and scientific equations, and you can say derivations. Employing hence in mathematical and scientific contexts for logical steps. Equation simplifies to a quadratic form. Hence, apply quadratic formula. So this is actually the command which you are giving based on this information, and this is the conclusion that one has to do. Replacement for therefore and thus. Using hence interchangeably with therefore or thus for logical consequence. For example, market demand increased. Hence, expected rise in profits. So you can replace or you can use it as a substitute of therefore and thus. Meaning will be same as that of therefore and thus, but here the usage will be changed, or the structure of the sentence might change. Structure of hence. The general structure when using hence is as follows. First of all, we have first clause, then hence, and then second clause. Now, first clause is the information which is given to us. Then hence is the conjunction, drawing conclusion, and this is actually the conclusion or the effect, or that has to be done on the basis of this information. So first clause contains, this is the introductory part of the sentence that sets up the context or provides some information. After that, we have the word hence. Hence is placed immediately after the first clause, serving as the conjunction that indicates the result or the consequence. After that, we have the second clause. This is the part of the sentence that follows hence and presents the outcome or consequence of the first clause. So here we have two clauses, and in between we have hence. The second clause contains the outcome or the result or the conclusion, whereas the first clause contains the information based on which you get the outcome. Now, rules associated with hence. So first of all, placement, or you can say the position of the word hence, where it can be. Hence should come immediately after the first clause and before the second clause, serving as a clear link between them. It means it should come in between of the sentence. In between the sentence. Comma usage. Use a comma both before and after hence to set it off and highlight its role as a transitional word. Now, one more thing to be remembered over here is that the use of comma. Now, use of comma or the punctuation marks will not be asked in exams like SSC and banking, but there are several exams in which punctuation questions can be asked. So this will be helpful over there. Complex sentences. In complex sentences, hence should still connect the immediate consequence to its cause. Then variation, occasionally use synonyms like therefore, thus, or consequently to vary your writing. It means whenever you are writing the word hence, there may be substitutes, there may be synonyms, so you can use any of them. Now, examples of hence. So let's read some examples of hence over here. She missed her flight, hence she won't be able to attend the conference. So this is the information which is given to us, based on which we have a conclusion that this will happen now. The heavy rainfall caused flooding in the area, hence the evacuation order was issued. The patient's condition deteriorated overnight, hence the doctor decided to perform surgery. The company's profits have been steadily increasing, hence it is good time to invest. The survey results indicate a high level of customer satisfaction, hence we can expect repeat business. The deadline of the project submissions is tomorrow, hence we need to work late tonight. The train departs in 15 minutes. So this is the information given to us. Hence, we should hurry to the platform. So this is the conclusion that we need to do now. The car is fuel gauge. Sorry, it's car's fuel. Okay, it is cars, not car is. It is car's fuel gauge is on empty. Hence, we need to find a gas station soon. The store is closed today. Hence, we will have to do our shopping tomorrow. The research findings support the hypothesis. Hence, we can draw meaningful conclusions. The legal precedent has been established. Hence, the court's decision is justified. The experiment yielded statistically significant results. Hence, we can reject the null hypothesis. The initial data points to a specific trend. Hence, further analysis is warranted. The company invested in research and development, hence improving its products, which led to increased customer satisfaction. She completed her degree with top honors, hence securing a prestigious job offer. So this is how we show the examples of hence, and you must have seen over here that many examples are here which are based on mathematical and scientific parameters, or you can say mathematics or scientific context. Now we'll discuss as a result. So this is another connector which is as a result that again introduces the clause that contains the result of the conclusion. Now, meaning of as a result, the phrase as a result is used as a conjunction to indicate a cause and effect relationship between two clauses or sentences. It often employed to show that the second clause or sentence is a consequence or outcome of the first. In other words, it signifies that something happened or will happen because of something else that occurred previously. It means something which has been done, and due to that particular thing, something will happen. So whatever happens is the result part that will be the consequence of whatever has been happened. So some task that has been done or happened, and due to that particular event, something is going to happen again. So that will be the result part. So that we show with the help of as a result. So cause and effect. As a result is commonly used to express a clear cause and effect relationship between two statements. He missed his train. So this is some information given to us. And as a result, he arrived late to the meeting. So due to this reason only, he arrived late. So here as a result shows the result of this particular happening. The company reduced its prices. So this is some thing that happened as a result, and due to this, what happened? Sales increased significantly. So this is the effect or the result of the cause. This is the reason or the cause. Reason or the cause. Inference or conclusion. It can be used to draw an inference or conclusion based on the preceding information. The market demand for eco-friendly products has risen, and as a result, companies are investing more in sustainable practices. The team worked tirelessly on the project, and as a result, they achieved outstanding results. Time sequence, as a result, can indicate that something will happen or should happen in the future as a consequence of what has occurred. So whatever has been happened, and due to particular that reason, something is going to happen. So that something is going to happen will be in the clause of as a result, because as a result will show that because of that this is going to happen. They saved consistently over the years, and as a result, they were able to retire comfortably. The company adopted new technology, and as a result, its productivity is expected to increase. Logical deduction. It can be used to make a logical deduction or draw a logical conclusion. The storm warnings were issued early, and as a result, people had time to prepare for the hurricane. The patient followed the prescribed treatment plan diligently, and as a result, her health improved. Alternative to therefore and thus. Now, again, as this is a result denoting connector, as we have used the word hence, this is similar to that particular alternative, and it can be substituted with therefore or thus, or you can say it can be the substitution of therefore and thus. So it is similar, or its use is similar to that of therefore and thus. It can be used as an alternative to therefore or thus to denote a logical consequence. The experiment produced consistent results, and as a result, we can conclude that the hypothesis is valid. The budget was approved, and as a result, the project can move forward. So these were some examples that show that as a result, to show the result of something that has been already occurred. Now, structure of as a result. The general structure typically follows this pattern. First of all, we have first clause or the statement. Then we have as a result. Now, we can also have and over here. Then we have the second clause or statement. First clause or statement. This is the initial part of the sentence that sets up the cause or condition. After that, we have as a result. The phrase as a result is used immediately after the first clause or statement that introduces the clause which contains the result or the consequence. Now, after that, we have second clause or statement. So it is introduced by the by the phrase as a result. This is the part of the sentence that follows as a result and presents the effect or consequence of the cause mentioned in the first clause. So rules associated with as a result. So first of all, we have placement of as a result. As a result should be placed immediately after the first clause or a statement, separating it from the second clause. It serves as a clear marker of the cause and effect relationship. It means first clause will contain the cause, and the after that we have as a result, and after that we have the clause that contains the result or the conclusion of that particular cause or the effect of that particular cause. So as a result is generally introducing that particular part that contains effect or the result of that particular cause. Now, examples. He missed the bus and was late for work as result. No, this will not be the correct structure of the sentence. So this is incorrect, as you can see over here. And the correct structure will be he missed the bus. As a result, he was late for work. So this is actually the conclusion. This happened just because of this happened. So this is actually the conclusion, and this is the cause. And this is the effect. This is the effect or the impact. Now, comma usage. It is customary to use a comma both before and after as a result. To set it off means separate from the rest of the sentence. This comma usage helps to clearly identify as a result as a transitional phrase. Examples, the project was delayed. As a result, we had to adjust our schedule. So here in this sentence, we have not used any comma. So this sentence is incorrect, whereas the correct sentence will be the project was delayed, comma. As a result, after that, again, we have a comma, we had to adjust our schedule. So this is very important in some of our exams where punctuation marks are asked. but there are a few exams in which punctuation marks are not be asked, like SSC in banking. So there you can escape using the punctuation marks. Now, use in complex sentences. As a result, can be used in complex sentences with multiple clauses, but it should still connect the immediate consequence to its cause. Examples: correct complex. She completed her degree with top honors. As a result, she secured a prestigious job offer. So this is correct complex sentence. Examples of as a result: she missed her flight. As a result, she could not attend the important business meeting. The company implemented cost-cutting measures, and as a result, it saw an increase in profitability. The team worked tirelessly on the project. As a result, they exceeded their quarterly targets. He exercised regularly and maintained a balanced diet. As a result, he achieved his fitness goals. So this is the thing that he has done, and the result of which that he achieved his fitness goals. The factory upgraded its machinery. As a result, production efficiency improved. The software had several bugs that needed fixing. As a result, their release was delayed. The release was delayed. The storm warnings were issued early, and as a result, residents were able to evacuate safely. The temperature dropped significantly overnight, and as a result, the roads became icy and dangerous. The research findings supported the theory, and as a result, a new scientific paradigm was established. The new government policies led to economic stability, and as a result, investor confidence increased. The project was completed ahead of schedule, and as a result, the client was highly satisfied. The company invested in the employee training, and as a result, productivity levels soared. So this is how we can use the word or the phrase as a result to show the conclusions of the statement which is given to us earlier. Now we'll discuss the word consequently. Again, this is actually an adverb that states the conclusions. Consequently is a conjunction or an adverb. It can be used both as an adverb and conjunction. Used to indicate a cause and effect relationship between two clauses or sentences. It is employed to show that the second clause or the sentence is a direct result or consequence of the information presented in the first clause or sentence. In other words, consequently signifies that something happened or will happen as a direct outcome of something else that occurred was stated earlier. It means whatever has happened, consequently, it means due to this or as a result of this, this will happen. So consequently, eventually, they all show the result part or the result or the outcome of the particular event or situation that has already occurred. Uses of consequently: first of all, to state the cause and effect relationship. The heavy rainfall caused flooding in the area. So this is the cause, this is the reason. Consequently, it means the result of which many residents had to evacuate. She missed several days of work due to illness. Consequently, her workload increased. Inference or conclusion: the team put in extra hours to meet the deadline. Consequently, they successfully completed the project. The company invested in the research and development. Consequently, it gained a competitive edge in the market. So these are a few examples of consequently. Time sequence: the software had multiple bugs. Consequently, the release date was postponed. So you can see in this example, we have already used this example earlier as well in case of as a result. So consequently is similar to the word to the phrase as a result or to the use of as a result. So this is actually the same, but these are the substitutions or these are the synonyms, you can say. They implemented new security measures. Consequently, the number of cyber attacks decreased. It means this is actually the reason due to which what happened, that this has been improved. Logical deduction: he did not attend the training sessions. Consequently, he lacked the necessary skills for the job. The budget was cut significantly. Consequently, some projects had to be cancelled. Alternatives to therefore or thus. So it can be used in place of therefore or thus. So it can be the substitution of those words, or you can substitute these words with that. The weather conditions were unfavorable. Consequently, the outdoor event was cancelled. The interest rates increased. Consequently, borrowing became more expensive. Complex sentences. The company faced a financial crisis due to mismanagement. Consequently, the board of directors decided to replace the CEO. So, the effect of this financial crisis is on the board of directors decided to replace the CEO. The market demand for electric vehicles has surged. Consequently, many automakers are shifting their production focus. Structure of consequently. The general structure when using consequently is as follows. First, we have the first clause, then the word consequently, and that particular clause after that the second clause that contains the result or the effect. First clause is the initial part of the sentence that provides the cause or condition or some information. Consequently is placed immediately after the first clause, serving as the conjunction that signifies the result or consequence. So here, because it is linking the cause and effect, that is why it is used as a conjunction. Second clause, this is the part of the sentence that follows consequently and presents the outcome or the consequence of the first clause. So this is very important that it should be placed only after the word consequently, because this contains the consequence or the result of the particular situation that has already occurred. The heavy rainfall caused flooding in the area. Consequently, many residents had to evacuate. In this structure, the heavy rainfall caused flooding in the area is the first clause. Consequently serves as the conjunction, and many residents had to evacuate is the second clause, indicating that the evacuation is the result of flooding. So this is how you can understand the meaning of consequently very well. Now, rules associated with consequently. First of all, the placement. Consequently should be placed immediately after the first clause or a statement, separating it from the second clause. It serves as a clear marker of the cause and effect relationship. Examples: the budget was reduced significantly. Some projects had to be postponed consequently. Now, this is not actually the sequence, because here it is reduced. It is written the budget was reduced significantly. This may be the cause. Some projects had to be postponed. So this is the result actually that we are getting. And if this is the result, consequently will be used in between. The budget was reduced significantly. Consequently, some projects had to be postponed. Comma usage. Use a comma both before and after. Consequently, to set it off, highlight its role as a transitional words. It means, as I told you earlier as well, that the use of comma is not asked in some exams, but in a few exams it is asked. So you must just understand the meaning of this comma. Use the comma both before and after. Consequently, this will set off and highlight. It means it will emphasize the role of consequently. For example, the company faced financial difficulties and consequently it had to lay off some employees. Now, in this sentence, you can see that there is no comma at all. This sentence will be incorrect. You are just speaking it directly. But if I see the second one, you can read it like, the company faced financial difficulties and consequently it had to lay off some employees. Now, this sentence will be correct and this sentence is not. Used in complex sentences. Consequently can be used in complex sentences with multiple clauses, but it should still connect the immediate consequence to its cause. Now, what happens? Consequently can be used in complex sentences. There are many complex sentences. Complex sentences are the two sentences that are joined together with the help of conjunction. So those are complex sentences. So you can use consequently in complex sentences as well. You can also use it in the sentences having the subordinate conjunctions, but it should still connect the immediate consequence to its cause. Now, this is the most important thing, that the effect should immediately join the cause part, and in between we should have a connector. It does not happen like first we have the cause, and after that we have several more sentences, and after that we have the effect, and there we are using the connector that will disbalance the sentence, or that will not make the sentence proper. Correct complex. The company faced financial difficulties, and consequently it had to lay off some employees, which led to a decrease in morale. So this is how we can use consequently in case of complex sentences. Examples of consequently. So let us read some examples of consequently. The heavy rainfall caused extensive flooding. Consequently, many homes were damaged. The stock market crashed, and consequently, investors suffered significant losses. The team worked diligently to meet the deadline. Consequently, they completed the project successfully. She followed a strict diet and exercise regimen. Consequently, she achieved her weight loss goals. The project was delayed due to unforeseen issues. Consequently, the launch date was pushed back. The company's website crashed during the sale, and consequently, customers faced difficulties placing orders. The budget for the event was cut drastically. Consequently, some planned activities had to be cancelled. So, the result of which uh, you can see over here, the budget for the event was cut drastically. This was the reason due to which what happened? Some planned activities had to be cancelled. He neglected to back up his data regularly. Consequently, he lost important files when his computer crashed. The research yielded promising results. Consequently, further studies will be conducted to validate their findings. The government implemented strict regulations to combat pollution. Consequently, air quality improved in urban areas. Now you can see the 11th sentence. The team's efforts paid off, and consequently they secured a major contract. Interest rates dropped significantly, and consequently the cost of borrowing decreased. The company faced a financial crisis due to mismanagement. Consequently, the board of directors decided to replace the CEO, which led to a significant restructuring effort. The market demand for electric vehicles has surged, and consequently, many automakers are shifting their production focus toward electric models. So, these were some sentences which we read using consequently, and I hope you understood all these points. Thanks to you.